Ugh. Good morning. Welcome once again to working. I don't know, it's like 7 in the morning, which isn't that early. I don't know why I'm so tired right now. I think maybe it's the fact that my body is rebelling against me having to do one of the things I hate most in concrete work. And I don't even know why I hate this so much, because it isn't really that bad when you compare it to other things that I have to do, carrying giant heavy forms through knee-high mud, working in the rain and the snow and the freezing cold in the winter, or the scorching heat during the summer, doing very strenuous physical activities. This isn't even that bad. It doesn't seem that bad. But I hate cutting concrete. And I don't even really understand why I hate it so much. Yeah, it's loud, it's irritating, there's dust and all sorts of things, but it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I just hate cutting slabs when we pour slabs. And I have to do that today. And I just showed up at the job. If you watched the last episode, we poured 2 garage slabs, and I'm gonna be cutting those 2 garage slabs today. I asked them not to put anything on the garage slabs before I cut the garage slabs, but of course they have put things on the garage slabs. I'm seeing multiple showers and bathtubs. So, adding to my annoyance of having to cut these slabs, I'm going to have to somehow manhandle these things out of the way if it's even possible. Welcome to working, gang. This is my life. Why? I think maybe they were trying to leave me room. Maybe there will be room. I basically have to do a cut down, splitting this into 4 equal sections. So right down the middle here, right down the middle here. It looks like maybe they gave me some room. It's gonna be a little bit more annoying. I'm gonna be pulling measurements from either side. I just basically get a straight 2x4. I think these are kind of out of my way, maybe. We'll see. And then the next one over, maybe it won't be too bad, I don't know. I just hate cutting slabs, I don't know why. These guys are definitely in my way. I'm gonna have to try to move these over. Try to manhandle these out, and then I have to try to move that plywood as well, or the OSB. Anyway, I just want to get this done, get out of here. Hopefully we're gonna pour more slabs soon, but they have to get, there are these furnace boxes that they put in, and they haven't put them in the last 4 yet, and obviously those have to go in before we pour the concrete. Anyway, I'm gonna try to manhandle these guys. They're not heavy, they're made of fiberglass and stuff, so should be able to do it. Okay, I think everything's out of the way. Now I just need to get my saw. I just use a circular saw. We don't have a dedicated concrete cutting saw. We just put a masonry blade on there, and then I need something for particulate, for dust, something to protect my eyes, and we'll get cut. We very rarely use corded saws anymore, but you have to use one when you're actually cutting concrete. And we just have a masonry blade on here with about an inch and a quarter depth with the table, and there's still some meat on this diamond blade, so I can use that. And yeah, I hate it. I don't know why I hate it so much, but here we go. Well, to add to my annoyance today, I just cut this one whole slab and didn't have the GoPro recording while I did it, so yay. Basically, I was trying to explain what I'm doing here, why we're actually cutting the slab. I did 2 cuts on this guy. I used a straight edge, basically just a 2x4. I place it in the middle, basically making room for the table on this saw. It's about 1 3/8 inches. I've got the depth of the saw to about 1 inch and a quarter. I place the saw where it needs to be, and I basically step on the form, the board like this, while I'm cutting. So as I'm doing it, I'm standing with both feet on this 2x4 to make sure that it doesn't move, and I'm just pushing it along. We don't have a standing cutter or anything like that. We don't specialize in cutting concrete. And basically the reason you cut is because the concrete is going to crack, and you want it to crack where you want it to crack. You want it to crack on a nice straight line. So you make these cuts to basically weaken it in that spot. So as it settles, it'll crack in that one area, hopefully. Doesn't always work. Sometimes when we're doing, or most of the time when we're doing just a broom finish for exterior concrete, we will do what's called tooled cuts. And you've seen us do that before, where we have a tool called a Fresno that has a cutter inserted on the bottom, about that much depth, and you place cuts to make it, to divide up the concrete into manageable chunks so it won't crack in strange places. But with a hard trowel finish like this, you don't want to do that, obviously, because you're doing a machine finish. And so you will do cuts, or sometimes people use something called zip strip, which is a plastic piece that's, again, about that thick, and you place it hopefully in a straight line, and you just trowel over it, machine over it, and then that is supposed to make the concrete crack on that line. It's hard to get that perfectly straight, so a lot of people like doing saw cuts. I hate doing saw cuts, but it's what we typically do. So since you didn't actually see any of this cutting, luckily we still have one more slab to do, so let's get over there. All right, so here's the next slab. For you safety fans out there, I am wearing a mask for the dust and eye protection. There's a lot of dust, and not a good thing to get in your lungs. All right, so I explained all this before when I wasn't actually recording, but basically I'm just dividing these up into 4 equal sections. So if 131 is where our cut is, we want to do 1 3/8 inches for the table. So we're at about 132 3/8. (132 3/8). Recheck over here. We're at about there. Step away. 132 and 3/8. Check one final time. Come on. 132 and 3/8. Okay. My most hated job in concrete. Again, I don't know why. Maybe a behavioral scientist, a psychologist, somebody could explain to me why I hate this so much. Because I can't. So I put my foot firmly down on here. Make sure it's not going to move. Make sure the table is somewhat straight. And we go. My safety glasses are completely fogging up and making it nearly impossible to see anything. One bonus is the wind is blowing in a good direction, making most of the dust blow away from me. So we move the board down. We were doing 132 and 3/8, I think, but I can't do it from this direction. The furnace is in the way, I guess I'll go from here. 132 and 3/8 was there. Okay, one more cut. Let's see what we've got here. Looks like 2 foot or 22.4. So 11.2 will be the center. And if I'm going from this direction, should be 11.3 and 3/8. 3 and 3/8. Right there. Measure 6 times, cut once. Okay.
Okay, that's basically it. Again, I don't know why I hate that so much. I just really do. It's one of the things that bugs me the most. So hopefully if you've enjoyed watching me complain about something that really isn't that big of a deal for about 20 or 30 minutes, however long this video is going to be. But there we have 2 cut concrete slabs. Okay, I'm sure I have ridiculous mask marks on my face, but there you go. That's cutting concrete. I don't know why I hate it so much. I just hate it. I'd have to say it is probably the thing that I like the least, and that's not even strong enough. I hate the most about doing this job. And you know, I do a lot of things that are extremely uncomfortable, things that most people would find very difficult to do. Not to brag or anything, I'm not trying to put myself out there as some, you know, paragon of masculinity or something, but I carry very heavy things. I put up with a lot of physical discomfort. I work in the elements, in the rain, in the snow, in the freezing cold, in the scorching heat. I do all sorts of things with this job. I'll do, you know, sometimes 10, 12-hour days where I'm just at the limits of physical exhaustion because of how much effort I have to exert. But for some reason, the one thing that irritates me the most is just cutting slabs. I really don't know why. But thank you so much for watching, gang. And if you were just finishing a long, hard day of work yourself, or a not very long and not very hard day that just ended up irritating you for no particular reason, have an ice cold bottle of chocolate milk from me. A beautiful bottle of Twin Brook Creamery chocolate milk from Linden, Washington. 100% Jersey milk, family farm since 1910. TwinBrookCreamery.com. They don't sponsor me. I wish they would. And if you haven't subscribed, do so please. Please share the channels, like the videos, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time, and hopefully an episode where I'm not complaining so much.